Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And today's video, we're going to answer once and for all, did drip outperform Hex when you account for yield? So Forex has mentioned this on multiple AMAs regarding the comparison of drip to Hex. And there are a lot of Hexicans in the drip community. I myself am not in Hex. I remember hearing about it back in 2019. In 2020 and didn't know enough about DeFi to ape in. I'm kicking myself in the butt now, but I have no ill will towards Hex. The question I'm just posting in this chat or in this video that we want to settle with facts is, how did drip perform when you account for yield? So I decided to run the numbers, as you guys know, and bring up a spreadsheet for this example. But first, we got to get some details out of the way. So this was a very tough question to answer. Reason being is that getting the data was challenging for drip, first of all, because we don't have any data that goes back accurately for the native DEX. Remember, we launched first on a native DEX before we moved over to PancakeSwap. So I had to go in and scour Ray's videos. Here's Ray back in April 9th, 2021, talking about the pre-sale. Then I had to go over to Stunner Breezy's videos where he's talking about a new DApp. It wasn't in on this one. It launched on the 21st, 22nd, can't remember right now. And then I had to do some detective work to get the actual dollar value that drip launched based on what he was saying and what was shown on these. So take this with a grain of salt. There is a little variable of error, but it is pretty close to what the actual pre-sale price would have been. Second was the exact same problem regarding Hex. So when I was looking for Hex, I had to go through Reddit posts to see what people said the Hex price was at purchase. It doesn't show up properly on any of the charts. And then looking through Google, it comes up with some other different stuff about what the actual price was at launch. So it's very hard to find launch prices of tokens, especially older ones, before things really got in place to keep track of stuff. So I used different data points and then using different examples, like in this medium.com post was talking about what the pre-sale allocation was. So I had to go get the actual price of ETH at the day of launch, which was December 19th, 2019 for Hex, and then, find out how much a Hex token was worth at that price. But to make it simple, I did also go into Nomics and use their data for Nomics on Drip and Hex, because these two charts do go out, but the data is wildly off. Like, it's not accurate at all. There's times where drip was below $1 and that never happened. So take it with a grain of salt, but it is fun to run the numbers, right? So let's jump into it, just giving you guys an update of where I got the information from. So now you'll understand where my general entry point came from. So first up, we're gonna start here with the data points that I put in. So on Nomics, ironically, you get $7.95 as the initial drip price, and Hex at 0004 when it launched. And then the all-time high was 173 and 48. And then that is the date of when the all-time high hit, and then the number of days between, and this gives us a percentage. What I did here is, because Hex is the undisputed $1 million maker for people, it has lasted like 2.5 times as long. So therefore it's had a lot more opportunity. It's been through technically a sub bear market, then the crypto summer, and then back into another one. Whereas Drip just launched kind of in the middle of crypto summer, not quite at its peak. So undeniably, it had 101,000% pump when you take these two numbers, whereas Drip would only have 21,000 or 2,100, looking at just the price, right? But I said, okay, let's also look at what would have happened if you had only gave Hex 282 days like we have from Drip. So that would have taken Hex out of the bull run and would have put it below Drip. So to answer the question shortly, for now, could or did Drip outperform Hex? It depends on what data points you're looking at, right? And you're going to find that common narrative throughout the whole thing. But this just gives you some good information. But this is not the actual pre-sale price or what the price of Drip launched at. So I got from Stunner Breezy's video and Ray's video the actual launch price. So Stunna said in his video it was at 250. In one of his videos he shows at 350, and then the day later it's already at 8. And he said right before he started recording the video it was at 750. So, and I do remember him mentioning in another one that the pre-sale was 250. So this is looking at what would have happened if you had $1,000 investment, then using just the nomics data would have got you 113 drip tokens. If you know the whole purpose of drip is to compound, so you would end up with 1,600. Then at the all-time high, your wallet value would have been worth $282,000. That is insane. If you would have got into the pre-sale at $1,000, your wallet value would have been almost $1 million. That is even more insane. I can't even wrap my head around this. Now, granted, remember, this is just looking at unrealized gains. This means you did not pull this out. This is just what your wallet value would have been with drip had you been compounding. And that puts us at a 282,000% increase or 898,000% increase. Really simple math there. Now let's look at what Hex did. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. Right? So like I said, for Hex, there was 2 different prices that I found, which varied wildly. So you have a 0.0004 on nomics, and then this is the one from the Reddit post and the Google search based on the amount that you had to sacrifice. So I don't know which is correct. Maybe the true answer is somewhere in the middle. But if you had to put $1,000 into Hex at either of these prices, you would have had a $1 million all-time high TVL. Now this does not account for any of the staking that was available. I couldn't find the APRs and didn't want to speculate on that. So it's kind of a quote unquote unfair advantage because you are staking on drip, like you have to. You don't have to, but that is the whole point of using this example, is how did it fare with yield? And technically you could have staked Hex as well. And I think the APRs were like 30% a year or something like that, but you had to lock it up for 3 years. So it was very hard to put that in because anybody could have picked different staking. So we're just going with face value for this. So that means you would have anywhere from $222,000 to $1 million off a $1,000 investment. That is fascinating. So that takes us out to the same thing per percent, 101,000% or 222,000%. So to answer the question shortly, did drip outperform Hex? Same answer. It depends. Depends on where you get your data points, and depends on if you add staking. But it still is very fascinating. I think the only thing we can really take away guaranteed is that drip has done really well to say it's to go to the all-time high. It was only 282 days. Obviously now it's been running 1.5 years. But here's another really good point that should make you feel bullish for the long term. Right now we're in crypto winter or crypto spring, right? This was the entry price. This was the pre-sale price that Forex gave to only about 5 different teams. We are now sitting at just under 2 times as much. So if you look at what it did, you have the opportunity now to do the exact same thing. Literally, I mean, not the exact, because it's going to cost you almost $5 a drip token right now, but wow, this is an insane opportunity. And with this happened without any of the utility and just the bull market. So adding utility like we're doing now with a bigger network space for adoption, and then the next bull run coming like a year or in some change from now, you can build your positions. And yeah, you may not get rich right now, but it'll at least keep your head above water. You'll be able to float and build your bags out. And the crypto summer is coming, whether we like it or not. I think we all like it, but it's going to come, and we're going to have massive adoption again. So this is an amazing opportunity. I really can't stress that enough. Not financial advice, of course. And that doesn't mean there's not going to be some more downside volatility or trading sideways. But this is fascinating to see. So almost $1 million when you account for yield in less than a year of what your TVL would have been. You couldn't have pulled all that out, but this wasn't even a max wallet. This only had 5,179 drip from the 360 that they originally got staked. That's crazy. So this person would definitely be sitting with $1 million wallet and be able to have multiple wallets by now. So short answer, it depends. Long answer is both of these platforms are amazing, and you have great opportunities right now in crypto winter. I think we will see drip reach these numbers here at 639 days, definitely. So Hope that provided some value. Hope you guys like this kind of in-depth stuff. I like pulling this stuff out. It does take some time to do the research. So the best thing you can do for me, I haven't even shielded my drip referral address. I don't even do that on this channel anymore. It's in the description, of course. But the best thing, and what I only ask from you guys, is just to like and subscribe and to comment. That is why I do this content. I love engaging with you guys. I love putting stuff out that nobody else is putting out. I love trying to be different and unique, so not repeating the same information over and over and over again. Sound like a broken record. So this is the stuff I like, but it does take time and effort to do so. And if you like that, you can do that HBO special, smash it, and help a brother out. And until next time, you can also lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.